All right, what's going on, you guys? Got a little bit of a different opening tonight. We've got 5 boxes. Well, really, I've got like 30 boxes, but I want to do just these 5 tonight. Maybe we'll do some more of one of the other sets, but I've got 5 boxes, all 5 of the original Yu-Gi-Oh boxes, the 25th anniversary reprints of Legend of Blue Eyes, Metal Raiders, Spell Ruler, Invasion of Chaos, and of course, Pharaoh's Servant, where you can get that secret rare Jinzo. So I think this is a really cool set, and I think this is going to be pretty fun. I think it's a good idea to do this kind of reprint instead of doing like what Pokemon did for Celebrations, where they just had some reprints of specific cards. I kind of like the idea that they just released the exact same booster box that you could open back in 2002 and just get all the same hits. I think it's kind of a cool idea because obviously, like this box in first edition would be what, like $50,000? So most of this stuff is pretty out of reach to the regular collector up until this point. So pretty fun. What's up, Richie? Pokemenace. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good idea. So we're going to go in chronological order, which I believe would be LOB first, Metal Raiders second. I think Spell Ruler was third. You guys will have to tell me in the chat. I think it's LOB, Metal Raiders, Spell Ruler, Invasion of Chaos, and then Pharaoh's Servant. Or maybe Invasion of Chaos was last and Pharaoh's set. We'll see. We'll see. We know LOB is first. So in LOB, arguably the greatest set of all these, you've got all the pieces of Exodia. You've got Blue Eyes. You've got Red Eyes. You've got Dark Magician. What else is in LOB? There's all kinds of... Trihorn Dragon is in there. So as far as the most nostalgic set, it's probably going to be Legend of Blue Eyes. I've opened up a few of the 25th anniversary legendary collection that comes with 5 packs, 1 from each of these boxes. And I've pulled some pieces of Exodia. I've pulled a Red Eyes, but I have not pulled the Blue Eyes yet. Some people were saying they don't really like the way this new Blue Eyes looks, this reprint Blue Eyes. So we're going to find out if we get one tonight. Maybe we'll have to keep opening LOB until we pull one just to see. So I've got 10 boxes of these, so we could open some more tonight, but I was going to do a separate stream of just LOB. Off to the side here, I've also got 10 boxes of Metal Raiders, because Metal Raiders was one of my personal favorites to open. But we'll start with LOB. Let me pop out the chat here. What's up, Lucas? Have you pulled a Dark Magician? I have not. I only pulled a couple pieces of Exodia and the Red Eyes. Reshizar says, hello, bro. Do you live the new Disney Chinese set? I haven't opened any of the Disney stuff. I was never really super into Disney growing up, so I find it hard to get kind of into any of this new Disney stuff. I think we might have a hit in here because I can see one of the cards looks like a different color. Giant Soldier of Stone is our rare. So there's a rare in every pack. You're not guaranteed a holo in every pack. And I think you're only guaranteed 1 major hit per... I don't even know if you're guaranteed a secret rare per box. You get like a couple of ultra rares. And we got a holo, a trap hole. I forget what the exact pull rates are, but I think it's more like 6 holos per box instead of Pokemon's 12. So you get your super rares, you get your ultra rares, but most packs are not going to have a hit. So we got a holo trap hole. So I know for a lot of people, these can be kind of underwhelming to open if they're used to opening something that has more hits. Pokemenace says, one thing about MetaZoo I like above everything else is when you open a box, you never know when the hits are done. But that's exactly what I was just going to say. You know, after 2 ultras and 1 secret rare have been pulled, the box is done. It's a very good point. I opened a box of Metal Raiders to myself off camera, and I pulled the 2 ultra rares in the secret rare very, very early on in the box, and it is kind of underwhelming. I pulled a 1000 Dragon. I pulled a Black Dragon. Well, what else did I pull out of that box? What was the other ultra rare? Oh, Magic Jammer was the other ultra rare. So after I pulled those cards, it was like, do I even want to open the rest of these packs to get these super rares out of here? Stop defense, and a fire grass, so no hollow hit. The hollow hit will always be after the rare if there is one. And I'm actually seeing, because I graded a lot of these cards. The chase card is one of, oh, and the Disney set. I graded a lot of these cards that I pulled from the legendary collections that I opened, and they're actually going for quite a bit of money on eBay in a 9, because I was pretty disappointed that a lot of them graded 9. But like I have a secret rare Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, and it's a 9. And I think the bidding's at like $120 right now, which really surprised me. Another holo, a super rare Raigeki. This card was a big pain in the ass if you ever played the actual game back in the day. Destroys all of your opponent's monsters. The pulls seem to be the same compared to the original set, even with a different number of packs. I thought they did a pretty good job with the pull rates in the legendary collections. Because I think in previous waves of the legendary collection, oh nice, Pot of Greed. And a Tripwire Beast, so we don't have a holo in that pack. I think in the past waves of the legendary collections, though, they didn't do a very good job of like making sure you get something when you open them. I remember like in the 2010 or 11 era of the legendary collections that they had at Walmart, you could buy like 3 or 4 legendary collections and not pull a single holo. But it seems like every little mini box from the legendary collection this time around, it seems like you get at least one ultra rare, secret rare hit from the 5 packs, which is pretty nice. Because you also don't know which set you're going to get that hit from, but it seems like, for the most part, out of every mini box, you're going to get some kind of something bigger than a super rare. Silver Bow and Arrow. Metal Dragon is our rare. And a Kumotoko. So we got no holo there. I've got on like some Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap lo-fi remix music on in the background. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Remove Trap. Ray and Temperature. Vile Germs. Silver Fang. Carbanola Warrior. I remember this guy. One of the early fusion cards. And a dark gray, just a goat with wings. Oh yeah, I like the Beaver Warrior too. That was a good one. How many boxes of those Sam Sinclair Collecticon promos with Mothman did you pick up? I picked up 1. I picked up 4 with 1 signed by Poncho. What do you mean by how many boxes? I just bought 1 off of eBay. Were they coming in boxes? No, I just got 1, and it came today actually. Yeah, really cool promo card though. Oh, you bought the one that was signed by Poncho. I saw that one listed, and I was thinking about getting that one, but I've got a couple cards now signed by Poncho, and I'm still waiting on them to get graded, so we'll see. Will you be getting into the new Sorcery TCG? Probably not. I don't know why I typed boxes. But yeah, really cool looking promo card, Sam Sinclair and Mothman. I picked this up for, I think, $39.99. How much did you pay? I know the one signed by Poncho was over $100, right? How much did you pay on average for your 4? King Fog, Enchanting Mermaid, Petite Angel, Root Water, Final Flame, and a Fiend Reflection number 2. No holo from that one. So at least it looks like we're probably going to get our hits later on in the box. So it leaves us with a little bit of anticipation. And I'm sure as soon as I say that, this pack's going to have like a secret rare in it. Succubus Knight, Vile Germs. Yeah, we're kind of spoiled opening MetaZoo and Pokemon so much with all the holos that you get from 1 box. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a little bit more anticlimactic. Cherubin the Fire Knight. And did I not just call that? So we got the secret rare on the next pack. I literally knew I was going to jinx it. Damn it. I forgot about this card, though. Another reason why LOB is one of the really sick sets. The other secret rare is Trihorn Dragon. Is it just these two? Blue Eyes is just an ultra rare, right? But what a beautiful card. They've reprinted this several times, too. I think there was a really nice looking one of these in Maximum Gold. But always cool to pull that. We still should have 1 or 2 ultra rare. Are you guaranteed 2 ultra rares? 2 to 3. Okay. So the majority of what we're really looking for is going to be in the form of an ultra rare. All right. I was very happy though with my last PSA submission that my favorite card that I pulled that I submitted to PSA was that Black Skull Dragon, and that was the only card from Yu-Gi-Oh! They gave me a 10 on. So I was pretty stoked on that. Stop Defense. Oh, there we go. There's one of our first ultras, the left arm of the Forbidden One. Maybe this weekend, I'm thinking tomorrow night, I'll do the big LOB stream, and we'll open all the boxes and try to complete Exodia. That should be a nice goal. But hopefully I get some more 10s when I submit all these. But that Black Skull Dragon is in like my my top 5. It's one of my holy grails. It's a different card though. I like the Black Skull Dragon from the tin, the secret rare Black Skull Dragon. That's like one of my top 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! Grail cards that I want to get in a PSA 10. But they're really hard to get a 10 from those booster pack 10s back then. The BPT Black Skull Dragon. And then also the DDS Blue Eyes is... There we go. Blue Eyes White Dragon. So yeah, I saw some people saying they weren't crazy about the way this Blue Eyes looked, but I think it looks fine. The other thing that I noticed too, when I opened up the box of Metal Raiders, is, like I said, I pulled the holos early on, but it seemed like all the secret rares and ultra rares were like clumped. They were all like one right after the other. And it looks like that was kind of the case with what we just opened right here. I mean, we just opened 3 packs and got the, Exodia, Gaia, and Blue Eyes, all 3 like right in a row. Go ahead and put these in card savers. I'm using the Pokemon-sized penny sleeves because I always feel like it's tough with these Yu-Gi-Oh cards to get them into a Yu-Gi-Oh card-sized penny sleeve without kind of dinging the corners. So I feel like it's easier to be careful with them like this. What's the Blue Eyes go for? I really don't know. It does seem like some of these cards, even though they're reprints, are going for a fair amount. Like I said, that secret rare Blue Eyes Toon Dragon that I've got on my eBay right now, the fact that got up over $100 in a PSA 9 really surprised me. The fact that it was a reprint. I don't know if these cards are going to end up selling for more or less than Unlimited in the long run, because I'm sure these were printed a lot more than Unlimited. Maybe they weren't. Maybe there's less volume because Yu-Gi-Oh is less popular now than it was back then. But I think the 25th anniversary aspect of it might add to the value a little bit. So we'll see how these values stack up compared to the Unlimited values. The Blue Eyes is going for 45 raw. There's 1,000 Dragon from Metal Raiders. It's actually not bad. So definitely a long ways off from Unlimited. I think an unlimited Blue Eyes raw, even if it was like damaged, I think would still be more than 45 bucks. So I guess we'll find out probably in these next couple packs if we're gonna get another ultra rare or not. I don't think we pulled any super rares at all, did we? Red Medicine, Larvas, Typhon, Laser Cannon Armor, Flame Ghost, and another Kumo Toko. I'm actually going to put the hits like over here so people can see what we've got so far if they're just now stopping by. But I'm definitely not mad at getting the Blue Eyes out of here, because I was thinking if you're only going to get 2 or 3 ultra rares per box, it might take me a couple boxes to get the Blue Eyes because there's so many good ultra rares in this set. So I can't be mad about getting it off the first box. I'm trying to think what the super rares are in here. Dark Hole, I think, is one. Man-Eater Bug, apparently, is another. Vapor Trails, I love opening it. Yeah, me too, bro. That's why I got 10 boxes of Metal Raiders and LOB. I did already pull, I was going to buy some more of Pharaoh's Servant, but I did already pull 2 Jinzos and 2 Thousand Eyes Restricts, so I really didn't see the point in buying very many more. And I pulled a Buster Blader. Those are like my top 3. Jinzo is still like one of my all-time favorite cards. So maybe I might buy some more of that box just to try to pull it and then try to grade a 10, because the 2 Jinzos that I submitted both got a 9. Frenzied Panda. Masaki, the legendary swordsman. Not sure how investable it is. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, there we go. There's Dark Hole. I was right. I don't think it's very investable at all. I do wonder what the values are going to end up to be, but I think anybody buying this is really just buying it for the nostalgia of being able to open a set that they otherwise would not be able to afford right now, because even the unlimited boxes are pretty crazy on Blue Eyes and Metal Raiders. It's just fun. But I was saying, I am surprised at some of the values that these are going for, especially some of the ones that I have listed. I was surprised by the PSA 9s going for so much. Fisher and a Spike Cedra. And it seems like there's a lot of interest in them too. Like, I think the average big hit that I would list from those Legendary Collection boxes on my eBay, in a 9, they were getting like 30, 40, 50 watchers. So it seemed like a lot of people were interested in those listings. And I don't even typically list Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I typically will list mostly MetaZoo and Pokemon. But lately, more MetaZoo than anything else. Machine Conversion Factory. Dragonus the Wicked Knight is our rare, and a Furious Sea King. Thank you, Late Night with Matthew. Appreciate you stopping by. It's really special to be able to open a booster box of this in particular. Yeah, I agree. What box do you think is the most fun to open? I would definitely say the LOB. Well, my personal favorite was always Metal Raiders when I was a kid, because I like Summon Skull. I like Black Skull Dragon. Gate Guardian was just such a cool era of the actual cartoon. Like, I really like that whole labyrinth part of the anime, and that's a part that I really remember a lot. And the Gate Guardian stuff, the fact that that's in Metal Raiders, I think was like a really sick card. Black Skull Dragon, I always thought was like one of the coolest looking, that combination of red eyes and I just already forgot the name. Summon Skull. Red Eyes and Summon Skull is just such a cool concept art to me. So I enjoy opening Metal Raiders because I really like. I think the characters got a lot more complex and cool in that set. But I think overall, LOB. I mean, it's got everything that you could want from a nostalgic set. Dark Magician, Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, Guy of the Fierce Knight, all the pieces of Exodia. I mean, LOB is about as solid of a nostalgia set as you could really ask for. What's doing the best PSA wise on eBay for this set? I think it's the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon is the highest one right now, and I think the quarter century rare Blue Eyes that comes out of the promo pack. I've got a PSA 9 of that listed, and it's got like a shitload of people watching it for some reason. It seems like those cards that come in those little plastic promo packs are kind of tough to grade. I got some 7s and 8s on some of those that I submitted because I submitted pretty much all the quarter century rares that I had, and none of them got a 10. Succubus Knight. Mystical Sheep, M Warrior #1. Not very creative with some of these. Typhoon, Gravedigger Ghoul, and a Sojin. I'm curious now if we're going to end up getting another ultra rare or not. I think we only got 4 packs left. I mean, even the box. I do want to keep one of these sealed because, I mean, look at this box. Beautiful box. But I always felt like Gate Guardian from Metal Raiders was like the edgier version of Exodia because you had like the 3 pieces instead of the 5 to form it. I don't know. I really liked Gate Guardian. I thought that was a really cool part of the show. It's usually 2 to 3, so you're not guaranteed for it to be 2 or 3. I have a feeling we're not going to get one. The way that those hollows were clumped in the beginning, the foiling on the text is so classic. I agree. I guess I could let you guys pick what box I open next. I could do a poll. We don't necessarily have to go in chronological order. All right, last pack magic. Can we end with one more ultra rare? A Red Eyes, a Dark Magician, another piece of Exodia, perhaps. Laser Cannon Armor, M Warrior #1, Arm Ninja, and M Warrior #2. Wow. I feel like we were kind of light on the super rares, too. Yeah, I'm going to do a poll. Oh, I got to switch to my other account. I got to switch to Nick Strength of Pokemon. Alright, let's do a poll here. Which box to open next? So your choices are going to be... God, why am I typing so slow? Metal Raiders. We could do another LOB. I'll leave that as an option. What's up, Greg? The pulls have been pretty. They've been all right. We got a Blue Eyes from our first box and a piece of Exodia, so you can't complain about getting Blue Eyes your first LOB box. Pharaoh's Servant. Oh shit! I only gave you guys 3 options on that. Hold on. Let me do it again. Why did I do that? Metal Raiders. Personally, I would like to do Metal Raiders next, but I'll let the chat decide. PSV for Pharaoh's Servant. I'm just going to start abbreviating these. Do SPL for Spell Ruler. I guess That doesn't leave me a spot for IOC. I'll replace LB with IOC, Invasion of Chaos. Okay. That took way longer than it needed to. So you guys decide the next box that we open. Right now, Metal Raiders is 100%. Metal Raiders still in the lead. Metal Raiders is still crushing it at 83%. All right, I think Metal Raiders going to end this or win this one. I'll give it like one more minute and we'll decide. Metal Raiders still at 80%, dominating. All right, it's going to be Metal Raiders for sure. Spell Ruler has the biggest hit. I'm not as familiar with Spell Ruler because the only card that I ever cared about in that set was Relinquished. So is Spell Ruler the one that you can get Blue Eyes Toon Dragon out of in Toon World and all that stuff? Toon Summon Skull? What's the biggest hit out of there? Is Dark Magician Girl in Spell Ruler? What's up, Jayataro? Long time no see. And Jesslyn. And Greg. Some of the original crew. Metal Raiders it is. So the box of this that I opened off camera, I didn't get a Gate Guardian, so that's going to be the goal from this box, but I did get a Secret Rare 1000 Dragon out of it. Glad to see you. How's everybody been? It has been a long time. People were asking about you a couple streams ago. We were talking about Kobe was on there, and everyone was like, we haven't seen Jay in forever. Tremendous Fire. Hibikimi, Ground Attacker Bugroth, Lava Battle Guard, Fake Trappas are rare, and a Mystic Horseman. No holo on the first pack. They left her out, skipped a bunch of sets. What is the set that I'm thinking of? Magician's Force, is that what I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, I'm still around, busy with Kobe's channel. Yeah, I would imagine. It seems like everybody has gotten really into those Marvel, the NFT cards that Kobe's into. Witch's Apprentice and a Bistro Butcher. This used to be a very playable card. I remember having that card in my deck on the playground in elementary school. The HRO, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it's been too long, Jay. Laura, we haven't seen Laura in a while either. I think Laura said she's taking a break. DC, not Marvel. Magician's Force, yeah. I think Laura said she's taking a break from social media. I haven't seen Laura in a while either. Milas Radiant. And our first holo, a tribute to the Doomed. I used to really like this one too. Bickery Box, I think, was a very playable card back in the day. 2300 attack. That was up there. How many of you guys in the chat actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus people that are just collecting it? I never really played Pokemon, but I remember actively playing some Playground Yu-Gi-Oh! Laura has been gone for a bit, but I still see her pretty face on the Insta. Castle of Dark Illusions, another very playable card back in the day. Look at that defense, 1930. Very weird number. I'm just now watching the Yu-Gi-Oh anime with Kobe. I started rewatching it too. There's a lot of different streaming services that you can watch it on right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! You didn't get made fun of as much. I felt like Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like the slightly older kid version of Pokemon. Once Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out, it was like, okay, Pokemon's for the little kids. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is for us more advanced, highbrow folks. And I feel like some of the themes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Were a little bit more adult than Pokemon. Especially if you go back and read the original. That's one thing I got into when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Like 10 years ago. I've been back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Longer than I was Pokemon. But when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh!, I think I was in college. I was reading the original manga, and in the manga, like, people are getting killed. There's blood, there's guns, there's gambling, there's sex, there's drugs. There was a lot of stuff left out of the original manga that was put into the anime, or that was not put into the anime. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Was very different than Pokemon in the source material. And I've got the entire. I spent a long time reading all those manga books. I've got every single one. The original manga is so good. I used to have the Japanese VHS tapes of those. Fake Trap and Another Bistro Butcher. Yeah, I would recommend before you rewatch. Well, if you're already watching it, you're watching it. But before you watch the anime, read all the mangas and then watch the anime and see all the stuff that got left out. There's like entire characters that they didn't even bring over into the anime. I never got into Beyblades. A lot of my friends were into Beyblades, though. I think Beyblades was slightly younger than me, the people that were into Beyblades. There's a Sanga of Thunder, one of the pieces, if you will, of Gate Guardian. Some of the Pokemon manga is definitely pretty weird, yeah. It is interesting, though, to see the source material for some of this stuff, how different it is from the end result. All right. Pogs was definitely before my time. I feel like I had some, but I didn't really know any. I just got them from. I don't know how I got them. I never collected them, but I remember having some like in my room in my drawer. But I feel like that was for people slightly older than me. Shield and Sword. I used to love this card. Dragon Piper. Yeah, I was on the tail end of Pogs. I'm like 3 years older than you. I feel like when I was in elementary school, the people that were leaving and going to junior high had Pogs, and we didn't. And those people were also the people that had like early versions of cell phones way before I did. I'd say like when I was in second or third grade or whatever, the people that were in fifth grade going into sixth grade were like the people with Pogs. Skull Knight. Wait, did we have, what was our rare? Is Skull Knight the rare? Oh, Little Chimera. I missed that. It looked black. The text looked black at one point. I wish I never battled my Pog somewhere in tough. How did you battle? Did you just throw them at each other? Ooh, look at that. Terrible, terrible crimping on that one. But if it's a nice rare card, that might be a nice error card to have. I think that might be the holo, too. Tremendous Fire, Hibikimi. The Unhappy Maiden, Soul Release. Great Moth. That was another one of my favorite cards. I don't know if you can get this from any of these sets, but Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. I think you might have only been able to get... I don't know. Maybe you can get that from one of these sets. Baby Dragon with the crimping. I'm going to go ahead and put him in a penny saver. Insect Queen was another one that I really liked. Insect Queen and Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. I'm going to sleeve up our little crimped buddy over here. So yeah, I think tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday, I think Friday we'll make a nice LOB only stream. So I should have 9 boxes left after tonight, and we'll try to come up with some kind of goal for that. I think completing Exodia will be the goal. I believe it was an error crimp. Shadow Ghoul, I used to like that card a lot too. That was the one that was like in the walls of the labyrinth. Actually, I think there's a different card where he's actually in the wall, but this was the creature that went into the wall and became a real pain in the ass for Yugi and the gang. I don't even, is there anything you need to do when you submit a card to PSA and you want them to grade it as an error? Ooh, nice, Time Wizard. I forgot about him being in this set. Really good set. Because I've submitted some cards that I thought were like off-center errors, and PSA just assigned them a regular grade. Like cards that were terribly off-center to the point where they almost looked like they were miscut. Okay, Jay. Time Wizard was a really cool card, though. I always liked this little guy. PSA doesn't recognize a lot of the time. It's weird. And one big one that I've got that the error Nightfall Mothman, where the hollow didn't take to the card, and there's like this weird like area. It's like a patch around the Mothman where there's no hollow, where there's hollow supposed to be. It's that yellow like aura around the Mothman, and instead of hollow, it's just yellow. And I graded one of those, and it graded a PSA 10, but they didn't mention the error. So I've got a PSA 10 regular one right next to it, and then PSA 10 that's clearly an error, just to show that there's something wrong with it. Had it be hit and miss in the past. Niwatori, Unhappy Maiden, Cannon Soldier, and a ultra rare, 7 Tools of the Bandit. Hopefully we can get one more ultra rare out of here. And hopefully there's not the same clumping issue, and hopefully this doesn't mean we're about to pull our secret rare. I feel like all these sets, there's so many cards that I forgot were in here. That's what's so fun about opening a whole box of each one. Because now I'm thinking about that Spell Roller and how all I really wanted was that Relinquished out of there. But now I'm thinking of all those Toon cards and how great of an era that whole Toon era was with Pegasus on Duelist Island or whatever they called it. Elegant Egotist and a Leo gun. Doesn't one of these sets have the Harpy ladies in it too? Harpy's Pet Dragon. It's not Metal Raiders, is it? Sagi the Dark Clown, Deep Sea Shark, Kojakosi, Lava Battle Guard, Muka Muka, and a Pump King. I used to love that card too. The King of Ghosts, another pretty powerful one with 1800 attack, 2000 defense. Which back in 2002 was a powerful card. Another Castle of Dark Illusion, Mega Thunderball. They kind of got a little lazy designing that one, I think. Petite Moth, Hayusube, White Magical Hat. And a twin-headed Thunder Dragon for another super rare. I'll take it. Kaminari Attack, Illusionist, Faceless Mage, Steel Scorpion, Melis Radiant, and a Catapult Turtle. Okay. It's funny that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a Mothman card too. Oh yeah, the Danger Mothman. I've got one of those in my collection, but unfortunately I think it graded an 8. Danger. Mothman. They've got Bigfoot and a couple other cryptids too. What's up, Gladiator? Yeah, we pulled a Blue Eyes from the first LOB box. I think tomorrow, Friday night, will be Blue Eyes night on this channel. We're going to open the other 9 boxes of LOB. Unfortunately, I pre-ordered these. So I think I paid $100 a box for the Blue Eyes. And I think the prices are coming down quite a bit, especially on some of these other boxes. I've seen some for like $65. They might have come down even more. And I might go ahead and buy some more boxes. Because if you're talking about a 60, if these go down to like $50 a box, to open something like this for $50, I mean, you can't beat that. I'll probably be opening these for months if they go down that low. But the fact that they're under $100, I think. Thousand Dragon is our secret rare. Beautiful, beautiful card. I actually had one of these in a PSA 10 from Metal Raiders Unlimited pack, and I sold that a while ago. But that beautiful blue secret rare holofoil. You gotta love that. You can't go wrong with blue. Man, I'm kind of excited now to try to do some evenings in the upcoming weeks of maybe buying some more boxes of these and doing an all, because I've got all these Metal Raiders boxes right here. Maybe doing an all Metal Raiders night. Maybe getting some more Spell Roller. Doing an all Toon night. Hunting for that Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Because pretty affordable. Especially at like $60 a box. It doesn't get much cheaper than that unless you're buying a MetaZoo box. It's second edition. Second edition Cryptid Nation's like $30 a box right now. Wilderness and UFO, like $50. But what would you rather open if this dropped to $50? Anything, any of these 5 boxes, or a MetaZoo Wilderness box? I think you're going to go with the vintage Yu-Gi-Oh reprint every time. So we might not get another hit out of here, but I think we should. I think we might be due for another super rare at least. Mask of Darkness and an Armored Lizard. Zard Alert. All right, after this, I'll do another poll. Let you guys pick the next box. Okay, no more hits. So your choices now. I really do want to get another Jinzo. I might have to do a Pharaoh's Servant stream too, because for tonight, I've only got one of each of the other boxes. I've got my 10 Metal Raiders, my 10 LOB, but I only got one of each of these boxes. And now I'm thinking, man, I kind of want to get 10 Pharaoh's Servants and submit a bunch of Jinzos. Because Jinzo really was like... Jinzo's probably in my top 3. I think Blue Eyes, Black Skull Dragon, and Jinzo are my top 3 favorite. Nah, damn, Relinquish too. It's bringing back so many memories. Relinquish was my Tooth Fairy card. So you got 3 choices for the next box. Put up the poll here. PSV, IOC, or I think it's SRL. I'm trying to think what else is an Invasion of Chaos besides the Magician of Black Chaos, obviously. I feel like there are a couple other really good hits out of there. I didn't open much IOC as a kid. A 100% on IOC so far. Still 100%. So if you guys are enjoying the Yu-Gi-Oh openings, definitely stop by tomorrow night, and then we'll do a 10-box stream of LOB, which I think would be pretty fun. Oh yeah, Chaos Emperor Dragon's in there too. That was another great one. How many votes do we have? Oh, okay. Now we're at 50%. Oh, we've only got 2 votes. We gotta get to like 5 votes. It's 50-50 between PSV and IOC. Someone's got to break this tie. Now it's a 3-way tie. Of course. Someone's got to break this up. Man, now I'm getting hungry. I feel like I got to DoorDash something. Okay, now IOC is winning again. Bird dogs. That looks interesting. I might try some bird dogs. What they got here? So it looks like IOC might win. Okay, now we got 5 votes, and now they're tied again. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna do bird dogs. Oh yeah, Blackluster Soldier too. Someone's got to break this tie now. I wish I had good food options at this time of night. I really don't have that many options. Bird Dog's like this weird late night place that only opens up around midnight. Why did Dark Christ? Yeah, I was thinking that too. Now it's a 3-way tie again. Yeah, I wonder why they didn't get a booster box. That is weird. I don't think Dark Crisis was that popular of a set, honestly. No, that doesn't sound like it's copyright free. Let's put our Yu-Gi-Oh music back on. Alright, I'm going with IOC. I guess I should end the poll. Okay. IOC it is. I totally forgot about Chaos Emperor Dragon. What were the hits out of the Dark Crisis set? It was like Exodia Necros, right? What was in there besides that? Fiend's Hand Mirror, Spatial Collapse, Prickle Fairy, Witch Doctor of Chaos, Sasuke Samurai #3, and do we get an ultra rare our first pack? Manticore of Darkness. I don't even remember this card, but it's sick looking. It's a cool looking card. It's pretty jacked. Whatever a Manticore is. Buddy's pretty big. Pretty sick looking card. Only 2,300 attack though. Looks like he'd be more aggressive than that. Oh, you like that lo-fi Yu-Gi-Oh? It is kind of a vibe. Balloon Lizard. Some interesting artwork. Oh yeah, Pinch Hopper. Zero Gravity. Mad Dog of Darkness. And a Tower of Babel. I don't remember that being a Yu-Gi-Oh card. See a little bit more adult themes in Yu-Gi-Oh, touching on religion a little bit. You weren't going to see that in Pokemon. Skull Archfiend of Lightning and Shinato were the other big hits. Oh man, Dark Mirror Force. So we got 2 of our ultra rares right off the bat. That is the disappointing thing. Which means we might get our secret rare pretty quickly too. It doesn't really leave much anticipation when you pull the big hits right away. Will we even see adult themes in MetaZoo anymore? It sounds like they're trying to go a different direction, so maybe not. Chopman, the Desperate Outlaw. Don Turtle. Curse of Darkness. And a Soul Tiger. Don't give the Soul Tiger a saxophone. Some interesting characters in Invasion of Chaos. Ohama Black. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. So this was Invasion of Chaos was kind of bordering on the Duel Academy era, the Yu-Gi-Oh GX era. Smashing Ground, Robin Zombie, and a DD Scout Plane, which is an eyeball with mechanical arms. Interesting. We're pulling a lot of hollows back to back. I'm hoping they're not all clumped at the top here. See, look how easily I just damaged the corner of that back card. Ohama Yellow. Legendary artwork on these guys. Stealth Bird. Hyper Hammerhead. Look at that. They kind of went overboard with the muscles on this Spirit of the Pot of Greed. I've never seen that card before. What's up, Cool Sauce? Mataza the Zapper. And Ohama Delta Hurricane. Yeah, definitely some interesting names. Now, was Chaos Emperor Dragon a secret rare or an ultra rare in this set? I was just thinking everyone in this set is jacked. Ohama Black, he's got a big old belly, but he's got some... His arms are kind of jacked. Peak week for this set. A hero emerges. Berserk Gorilla, I remember that card. The fire-breathing King Kong. And Wild Nature's Release. Is our super rare. Those Ohama cards were kind of weird. What was the guy's name that used to play those cards in the show? Was it Chaz? Berserk is just a cool world in general. Look at this, dude. Ryu Koki, and he's made out of skulls. He's like a demon dragon snake made out of skulls. Lord Poison. Ooh, is this the set that had the slime token, or was that a different set? I used to love that card too. The slime machine. Slime token machine. Inferno, just some flames with a mouth. Coach Goblin. Okay. Stray Lambs. And a Yellow Luster Shield. Interesting set. DD Borderline. Another Skull Demon Snake. Coach Goblin. Chaos Sorcerer. It definitely looks like the artwork in this set was a little bit more complex. Ultra Evolution Pill. You've got an alligator turning into something else, turning into a T-Rex. Fenrir. Let's see what else is in here. Des Kangaroo. Multiplication of Ants. Very interesting set. I'm grabbing dinner now. I definitely will, Jay. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you again. Enjoy your dinner. I'm sure my dinner will be here around the time that we end the stream. My bird dog. Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell. It's always good to see you, Jay. Thunder Crash. Burning Algae. Interesting concept. Another Evolution Pill. Amphibious Bugroth MK3. Missed you too, Jay. Really good to see you. You can almost call this a bodybuilding set at this point. The kangaroo was jacked. It looks like you've got a lot of options too. A lot of these, there's a lot. It seems like there's a lot more variety in these monster cards. Giga Gagi Gigu. Giga Gaga Gigu. How is that a real card? Giga Gaga Gigu. Look at those obliques on him, though. Another eyeball. Earth Chant. Burning Algae. Curse of Darkness. Manju of 10,000 Hands. Big koala. Oh, yeah, this is the big koala set. What's up, Scalper? Giga Gaga Gigu. I kind of want to grade that just to see that name on a PSA slab. Spatial Collapse. Witch Doctor of Chaos. See, like every pack has some different monsters in it. Zero Gravity. Compulsory Evacuate Device. And a Chaos End. Torpedo Fish. Okay. Chaos Necromancer. My 6-month-old could pronounce that card. On accident, maybe. Neobug. Balloon Lizard. Earth Chant. Prickle Fairy. Destruction Ring. Chaos End. Look at that. Granadora. That is some nightmare fuel right there. And another Chaos Necromancer. NSP new intro video should be him saying that card's name. Balloon Lizard. Gigantes. Thunder Crash. Sea Serpent Warrior of Darkness. That looks a little bit too similar to Kaiser Seahorse from that second starter deck Kaiba. Enraged Battle Ox. Stupid jacked. And a yellow luster shield. The Thing in the Crater. This is kind of the swole set. Blasting the Ruins. Gaga, or Giga Gaga Gigo. Smashing Ground. Pinch Hopper. Fuma Shuriken. Oh, nice. That IOD. Invader of Darkness. That's our secret rare, so we're probably not going to get any of those other hits that we mentioned. I know that Magician of Black Chaos is a secret rare. I don't know about Chaos Emperor Dragon. I think it might just be Ultra. I know there's an ultimate rare version of Chaos Emperor Dragon, but I don't remember if that was from this set or not. If they had already introduced ultimate rares at this point or not. I don't think so. Well, of course, the Invader of Darkness was pretty jacked. Soul Absorption. Gigantes. Pinch Hopper. Burning Algae. Gitsu Fuma. Manju of 10,000 Hands, Sacred Crane, Crimson Ninja. This does seem like a pretty big set. Neo Bug, Coach Goblin, Burning Algae, Sasuke Samurai 3, and Reload. What the hell? I mean, that is some interesting artwork there. A hieroglyphic gun where he's putting in a pyramid as the magazine. That's interesting. Anti-aircraft flower. Interesting concept to have a pyramid be the magazine of a gun that's hieroglyphics. Yeah, I'm kind of gaining some new respect for this set. Just looking at the variety of different concepts in here. And then we go back to a card like this, and it's like, what the hell are you guys doing? Sylphid. I really like the look of this card. Spirit of the Pot of Greed. Smashing Ground. Nekunga. The COVID virus. Ooh, we got another super rare. Ooh, yeah, I used to love the Maju cards. Gren Maju de Aiza. They were really cool, weird, playable cards. Chaos Rider Gustav. Looking dummy swole back there on his Harley. And I like how Chaos Rider, they just made that one word. They made a new word instead of saying Chaos Space Rider. They invented the word Chaos Rider. Yeah, some of these cards I honestly didn't even know existed. Like, I really like that ultra rare that we got in the very beginning. Didn't even know this card existed, but that is a sick looking card. Giga Gaga Gigu. Spiritual Collapse. Molten Zombie. How many packs come with these? I believe it's only 24 per box for every box. Witch Doctor of Chaos, Mad Dog, and Self-Destruct Button. Another Swole Kangaroo. Cannonball Spear Shellfish. Skull Mark Ladybug. Huh. Yeah, the first pull was the most jacked of all of them. Fiend's Hand Mirror, Lord Poison, Hyper Hammerhead, Molten Zombie, Dark Triceratops. What the hell is going on there? I guess it's a bird dinosaur eating a tree, which also has a face. And he's also sentient. Gora, the Turtle of Illusion. Interesting. See, the fun part about opening these old vintage boxes is on one hand, you get to like relive some nostalgia. On another hand, you get to relive some nostalgia that you might have forgotten about. And then you might discover some new stuff that you didn't even remember that was apparently part of this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like some of these cards, they're vintage. They're from that time, but I don't remember a lot of them. So these were cards that I must not have added to my collection. Chopman. Look at this. Drillago. What a card. Be gone, knave. Yeah, I tend to appreciate cards that I overlooked as a kid, too. Jade Insect Whistle, Ryu Koki. A Hero Emerges. What's up, Cody? Witch Doctor. Chain Disappearance. Self-destruct button. Oh, the guy from NKU, that's right. Superman, Cody. DD Borderline. Soul Absorption. Chaos Sorcerer, Zero Gravity, Berserk Gorilla, and another Gren Maju de Aiza. Gale Lizard, that's new. Terror King Salmon, also new. Last pack magic for IOC, and then we'll get on to either Spell Roller or Pharaoh's Servant. Blasting the Ruins. Stealth Bird. Sea Serpent, Warrior of Darkness. Prickle Fairy. Stray Lambs. And a Tower of Babel, no hollow to end on. Okay. I'm going to make an executive decision and say we're going into Spell Ruler. We're going to end on Pharaoh's Servant. And we're going to chase that Jinzo in that very last box. That Jinzo will be the chase that we end the stream on. From this box, I'm going to say Relinquished and Blue Eyes Toon Dragon are the chases here. Mostly Relinquished, because I haven't pulled that yet from any of the Legendary collections. I totally just butchered the corner of one of those cards. Performance of the Sword, I remember that card. Curse of the Fiend, Whiptail Crow. Favorite of these sets, probably Metal Raiders, but LOB is probably the most fun to open, I guess. My personal favorite, though, just like the box art on Metal Raiders was so cool and dark. These packs feel a little bit different, a little bit hard to open. Octoberzer, Labyrinth Wall, Twin Long Rods, Nibble Mamanga, House of Adhesive Tape. I remember certain cards I had as a kid, but I don't know them anymore. Yeah. That's the fun of opening this stuff, is that you can remember some stuff that's in that. You can unlock that part of your brain that you might not have accessed for the past 25 years. and see something that you haven't thought about since you were like 5. Firecracken. Hungry Burger. That's one of them. Luminous Spark. Stone Ogre Grotto. Amoeba. And Wall Shadow. That's what I was thinking of. Not the evolution, but variation of that Shadow Ghoul. Yeah, this was a good set. Spell Ruler was fun. It has some crossover here between that Labyrinth era and like the Pegasus era. Final Destiny. Manga Ryuran. That was a fun one. And Invader of the Throne. It's our first super rare. Curse of the Fiend. Gravekeeper's Servant. Reliable Guardian. Dark Witch. What's going on with Dark Witch? Rush Recklessly. That was a good card. Playable card. Griggle. I used to like this one too. Only 4 cost. 1650 attack. That was a good card that you didn't have to sacrifice anything to play. Performance of Sword, a Ritual, Hungry Burger. This might have been the first Ritual set, too. Hiru's Shadow Scout. Kind of interesting. Swole. Ooh, yeah. Nice secret rare. So we're probably not going to get our little blue eyes. But a beautiful Serpent Night Dragon. Beautiful card. I honestly don't remember. Was it Bandit Keith that played this card? Whose card was this in the anime? I don't think it was Pegasus. Honestly, compared to the popular games, the aesthetics of the card art on this really does hit for me. Oh, for sure. Beautiful card art. But I think Relinquished is an ultra rare. And I think there's still Toon Summon Skull that you can get as an ultra rare. Toon World, I think, is only a super rare. So we could still get all those hits. Eternal Rest. UFO Turtle. Molten Destruction. Beans is losing his mind about something. Tailor of the Fickle. Stone Ogre Grotto. Flying Kamakuri. I'm a Rudy patron and love investing in sealed, but the only games that card art I love is MetaZoo. Yeah, I really like the artwork for MetaZoo too. Turtle Oath, Whiptail Crow, Twin Long Rods, Giant Germ, and a Banisher of the Light super rare. Maybe the raccoons are trying to get in. I would be surprised if my DoorDash got here that quickly. I guess it's possible. Ryuran, Octoberser, Queenbird, Hamburger Recipe, Cyberjar, and a Jigen Bakudan. I know this isn't a MetaZoo stream, but watching your streams got me into it. I'm happy my wallet hasn't been. I appreciate you, bro. Oh wait, I'm happy, but my wallet hasn't been. Giant Rat. Ooh, Malevolent Nuzzler. I think this powered up. Yes, this would add 700 attack to one of your monsters. That was a very playable card back in the day. Peacock, Horn of Light, Hamburger Recipe, Eternal Rest, Cyberjar, and a Liquid Beast. I appreciate that MetaZoo does hand-drawn and painted instead of dip. Yeah, me too. I think that is a big plus. Dove in big time, Topps Chrome, CN1, and Nightfall. Those are not bad choices. A giant turtle who feeds on flames, Turtle Oath, Tailor of the Fickle, Spear Cretin, Mother Grizzly, and a Guardian Throne Room. It's wild in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can just win on the first or second turn. I think that's why they added so many new mechanics and so many new rules to the game. What's up, Nexogen? I'm doing well. How are you? Umiruka, Ceremonial Bell, Boar Soldier, Commencement Dance, Hosan Ryu. I used to like this card a lot too. Liquid Beast. Not one turn, literally first turn kill. Gravekeeper's Servant, Giant Turtle who feeds on flames, Eternal Rest, Horn of the Unicorn, and a Chorus of Sanctuary. Have we pulled any ultra rares from this box? I don't think we have. No ultra rares. Just our Serpent Knight. Hungry Burger, Luminous Spark, Spear Cretin, Mystic Tomato. There's our first ultra rare, the Forceful Sentry. Not a super exciting one to get. I commented in another video, but I think you should break up your submissions a little more and send them separately. I think so too, bro. I think that's what I'm gonna have to start doing, because that one, they really crushed me on that big submission of like 150 cards. I was not happy about it. I started doing it. So what's your typical submission size? Sending like 30 max per sub. My big thing is I always wait so long in between submissions that I've got so many cards built, like I've got so many cards stacked up in card savers that I'm ready to send. And I just want to get them out. And I just want to do one big box, fill it up, get them out and go. But it does seem like it's really hit or miss. Giant rat and a metal fish. Because on one hand, I've had some submissions where I felt like there was no business for me getting as many 10s as I did. And it got like nothing but 10s, and it was like 50 cards. And I was like, okay, good thing I sent all these cards in the same submission. But then when you get killed, you really get killed if you get a bad grader or an angry grader or whatever the case was on like 100 cards in a row, and they're all 9s, and he gives you 2 10s. But I've definitely, I guess it kind of balances out. Delinquent Duo. I guess it kind of balances out in the end if you do big submissions, because sometimes you do good, sometimes you do bad. So I've definitely had some submissions where it was like just nothing but 10s, and it was like 100 cards. I think I had that experience with some vintage Pokemon Topps. I sent a bunch of Topps Hollows, which historically are pretty rough to grade. And one submission got like nothing but 10s, very lenient grader. And then the next submission of vintage Topps Hollows got like nothing but 7s and 8s and was terrible. So I guess it just depends. Shining Angel and a Maha Vilo. I used to like this one a lot too. It's tough with modern because 9, yeah. I definitely got killed on that submission, bro. I sold some of the listings ended last night, and I sold a PSA 9 full hollow second edition Mothman for $4. It like I lost money grading it. That was a negative $11 card. And I think I sold a couple refractor Mothmen from Topps Chrome that graded a 9. A couple of them for around 15. Maybe one or two of them was only like 13. Right now, painful choice. If you guys want to go to my eBay right now, I don't know if it's ending tonight or ending tomorrow. I've got a big auction block that's ending soon. And I've got some refractor Loveland Frogmen in a PSA 9 that are still at 99 cents. And they end like in 24 hours or less. And they've got like no watchers and one bidder. I got back an 8 Pikachu from Crown Zenith, not the secret rare. I was ready to just throw it out. I honestly was surprised that the refractors, even in a 9, were going for as low as they were. Because those are the two those two cards are the two biggest refractor hits, I would say. Mothman, both artworks, and Frogman, both artworks. And for them in a 9 to not even sell for the cost of grading, I was pretty surprised. See, I tried to look at them. Thank you, Greg, for posting that link. I tried to look at them before I sent them, and it was hard to tell on some of them. Like, some of them, there's a very obvious print line, yeah. But for me, it was hard to tell. I didn't notice on most of the ones that I sent anything crazy noticeable. I do think, like you said, I can see it more on the X-Fractors. It does seem like it's more frequent occurrence. I haven't gotten any of my X-Fractors back yet, though, so I am curious to see how that turns out. Mother Grizzly and an Upstart Goblin. Okay, I feel like that was kind of a cold box. We got our Serpent Knight Dragon, but nothing insane. So for our last box, PSV, good old Pharaoh's Servant. We're looking for that Jinzo secret rare, one of my favorite cards of all time. Of course, the ultra rare Thousand Eyes Restrict would be great. I'm trying to think, is there another secret rare in this set besides Jinzo? What was the other secret rare in here? If it's not Thousand Eyes Restrict, what would it be? Steel Ogre Grotto, Solomon's Law Book, Spikebot, Thousand Eyes Idol. I always liked that card too. It was so weird looking. Dimension Hole and an Earthshaker. Let me check the status of this DoorDash. Oh wait, they're not even close. It said they picked it up like 10 minutes ago, but it says it's not going to arrive till 11:40 to 11:45. It doesn't really look like they're that far away, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I've been eating like absolute shit lately. I think since me and Tina broke up, I haven't been to the grocery store in like 3 months. So I just DoorDash literally every day. And I ate like leftover pizza for breakfast this morning, but that was when I got up at like 10. I need to go to the fucking grocery. I like how the autoplay on YouTube automatically put on my 80s synthwave mix that I usually play when the Yu-Gi-Oh ended. They're all fucking crisp with good centering, so I'm curious to see what they got back. I sent my numbered out of 99 Topps Chrome. Jersey Devil. Nice. Okay, Sword Hunter and Light Force Sword. Google says the secret rare is Imperial Order. Oh, yeah, that's right. The trap card. Forgot about that. Thank you, Greg. I do have an air fryer, but I hate cleaning it out. It's very convenient to cook things in an air fryer, but I feel like when you cook something that's got breading or something that's got fat, that fat just like that shit just like crusts on to the grate of the air fryer, and it's super hard to clean. Like the air fryer like nukes it to the fucking. I've always got to use like a scraper to get the shit off of there. I find anything that makes cooking easier makes cleaning harder. That's a fact, Greg. Mirror Wall, I remember that card. Whatever the air fryer technology is that makes it so convenient, it definitely is a bitch to clean mine out. I need to get a bigger one. I've got a pretty small one. In the grate, I think for that reason, I think the holes in the grate, or the slots in the grate, are smaller than usual. Tina had one of those nice big double door ones, one of those big Ninja like foodies. I need to get one of those. I've had my air fryer for literally 5 years. I think I got it when I got my first apartment, and I've never upgraded, and I really need to. Oh yeah, the Slap Shop. I remember that was like wasn't that a very viral infomercial? The Shallow Grave. Nobleman of the Crossout. This was an interesting card, because this is like a MetaZoo reverse holo. And this is the only card that I remember being like this. It's a super rare, but only the character was holo. I don't remember them doing this with any other card. That one was always interesting to me. That's how MetaZoo does their reverses. But that was just a regular holo. Has the meat thermometer too. Cooks perfectly. Yeah, my go-to when I'm actually cooking at home in my single life is usually just like 6 eggs for breakfast, which is easy enough to make. I usually make them scrambled or make an omelet. And then I have like those frozen, this is like when I'm dieting, frozen burger patties. I'll throw those in an air fryer and just eat those without a bun, like 3 or 4 of those at night. Eggs for breakfast, burger patties for dinner. Call it a day. Lots of protein, no carbs. That's what I need to get back into. Shallow Grave again, and a Numinous Healer. I actually haven't got out. I haven't gone outside at all this summer to do the grill. I've got a really nice grill, and I used it a lot more last summer. And then the first year that I moved in here, that first summer, I used it a lot. And I haven't really used it much at all. I haven't used it at all this year. I haven't even cleaned it this year. I haven't even taken the cover off. That's probably what I need to get back to doing, is just like once a week. I don't have a Traeger, but it's very comparable to a Traeger. It's a very big, nice grill, but that's what I need to get back to doing, is just grilling once a week, like a shitload of meat, Then I'll have that to eat like all week and then just do it again the next weekend. That's what I used to really do. Is I would just make like 40 burgers. I'd cook like a bunch of steaks on it and just put that all in foil and then just warm it up as the week goes on. It's been a while since I did that though. Because usually I'd have my friends over and that would be my excuse to make 40 burgers, 40 hot dogs, and a bunch of steak. And of course, we weren't going to eat it all. But it would be my excuse to buy that much and cook that much, and I'd be eating it all week. Have you tried elk meat? I actually have, yes. I used to subscribe to a meal prep service that they would send you prepared elk meat, like prepared seasoned elk meat that you just had to warm up in the microwave. It was pretty good. It's kind of tough though. It's very. It seems like very I guess muscular would be the word. Not very fatty, kind of tough, very dense, very dark red. It's almost like purple when it's raw. Really not a whole lot of marbling going on, if any. Oh, Beast of Tawar. Nice ultra rare. I like a good fatty steak, though. Ribeye is my favorite steak. Moose is like that, too. I mean, I'm sure, obviously, elk is probably better for you because it has such a lower fat content, but that's why I like the ribeye. It's not supposed to be good for you, entirely good for you. I like that really fatty ribeye. Oh, nice. Back to back with the Buster Blader. And it's not too bad if you're, what was I going to say? If you're doing keto, it's not too bad to keep the fats a little bit high. The stream muted. Yeah, I got a call. It was probably my DoorDash. I think it might have muted my microphone. What gym were we talking about? Skull Invitation and Bubonic Vermin. I guess it is dark out, so they might have trouble finding my house, but I always put instructions on the thing. It's the same instructions that I would give them on the phone. They just need to read it. Gearfried, the Iron Knight. Oh yeah, I know Bev's gym. I just didn't see. Did you say Bev's gym in the chat before that? So we have not pulled our secret yet, and I'm sure, as I say that, we're probably gonna pull it. Monster Recovery, Flame Champion. I have a good feeling about it. I think we're going to end on a Jinzo. Twin-headed Fire Dragon. Overdrive. Skull Invitation. Parasite. Oh, that has that kind of reverse hollow thing too. I'll have to do some research on that. I wonder if it was only this set that they did that, where they made the character hollow. I only remembered it on that Nobleman crossout. Minor Goblin Official, Cyber Falcon, Dark Bat, Reign of Mercy, Gravity Bind, Doku Yoraiba. All right, we're getting down to the scratching the bottom of the barrel here. Imagine we don't get a secret rare. We've gotten a secret rare from every box though, so I think you're pretty much guaranteed one. Enchanted Javelin, Giruchin Kugatawa, Gust, Monster Recovery, Bubonic Vermin, cute little guy. Gift of the Mystical Elf, Driving Snow, Thousand Eyes Idol, Twin-Headed Fire Dragon, Dimension Hole, Numinous Healer. We're due for a hit. Take a sip of this Liquid Death. Darkfire Soldier number 2. 7 completed. Thousand Eyes Idol, Mystic Probe, Mad Sword Beast, Bubonic Vermin. 2 packs left. Cyber Falcon, Shadow of Eyes, Ground Collapse, Time Seal, Forced Requisition, Infinite Dismissal. So it seems like we're going to have some last pack magic, I hope. And my DoorDash just got delivered as we open this last pack. Minor Goblin Official, Cold Wave, Attack and Receive, Morphing Jar number 2. Hell yeah. Big old chip on the top, though, I think. Look at that whitening on the top, of course. Perfect, though. Crazy whitening on the top. Yeah, I saw that. Last pack magic Jinzo right as the food gets delivered. I'm going to have to check. I haven't seen the Hello Kitty Mothman. I'll have to check that out. I saw the images of the line. I'll have to look at the Mothman, though. Of course, the Jinzo has some weird chip on the top. But all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do a big Blue Eye stream. Thanks for stopping by. I enjoyed hanging out with you. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Nick Strength the Pokemon signing out.